Hi, buddy. We just hit a spruce head, walked into the highway, and we ran right into him or her. Anyway, it's a good meal for a bear or eagle or the ravens. Jack is traumatized. He almost started crying the other day when we hit a butterfly. It's so cute. Man, it's like Buddha. Biggest heart in the world. That's quite a journey. Those people are badass. Away. Ooh, what's that? I hope I got that coyote. But what I was saying is we're 2 kilometers away from a space and a shower and a meal and a sleep. Jack has been driving Hero again all day.
Hogging the wheel again.
I'm not sure if he doesn't like my driving or he's just keeping my hands free so I can film.
That's it.
You want, you can just kind of pull over there towards the spots and I'll run in and get us one. Good morning, we're in Teslin. Had a good sleep last night. We're buttoning up and getting ready to hit the road. We're hoping to make it to Tok today. That's going to be another really long day of driving. It's going to take us like over 9 hours to get there. But it's a beautiful day and hopefully we're up for it. If not, you know, we'll stop somewhere in between and do one extra night on the road. We don't have to kill ourselves. We don't have to get to Talkeetna tomorrow. Wow, it's going fast. So yeah, we'll see how the day goes, but I think we'll make it. Jack's gonna let me do some driving today. Okay, looks pretty buttoned, except for this lousy stuff. That's the drive we're looking at today, if we're going to go all the way to Tok. And we're going to do our best to do that. fox. Oh, he was
Fox.
beautiful. Red fox. Hope I got him. Wow.
We are presently driving through Whitehorse now. We are about 2 hours into our 9-hour journey from Teslin to Tok. Okay. Noticing that we're having our time but more vibrations and how it's affecting particularly the wood burning stove. So last year, as you recall, I used the jump rope and it had a little flex to it. So that helped. And we didn't bring along the piece of foam that we used, the random piece of foam to absorb the shock, but hopefully the life preserver will help also. Stay tuned. Well, while I have the camera on, I don't know if you can see it. This is hopefully a little bit better.
We're in Haines Junction, just stopped for some gas. And he finally let me drive. I'm at the wheel, baby. And it's been very uneventful. We did pass some wild horses that were just beautiful. I wish I'd have gotten some footage of them. But that was really cool. Remember last year when we came through that area, we saw the horse signs and we were like, horses out here? There's no ranches or anything. And then I later learned that there are wild horses in that area. So when I saw those horses today, I said, those must be the wild ones. And they were just beautiful. So we're going to push on, heading to Tok. Last long drive of the trip, hopefully, and tomorrow we'll just be doing the Tok to Talkeetna leg, and then we'll be there. Ooh, wow. The amazing thing about Haines Junction is the mountains surrounding it are just so impressive. You know, what a little pocket to have a town.
Hello.
Come on, kid. You're gonna be late for school.
Hi.
Where's your lunch pail? Where's your books?
You forgot your lunch money.
Did you get the oil?
I didn't.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need to put some in now, or are we
No, I
good?
don't think so. I think we're good.
Okay. Let us tally out.
Okay, Sally Fall.
It's a traffic light in the middle of nowhere.
You alright?
Yeah, it's just the curtain rod fell down because of the bumpiness. It's got shaken loose.
Here we go. We're approaching the border into Alaska this time. Back to Alaska at last. And that last few hours of driving was just washboard hell. We're human bobbleheads now. So hopefully we'll be able to level our brains out again after a while. Okay, here it comes. We just passed the Welcome to Alaska sign. So now we celebrate. Woo! Actually, we'll celebrate on the other side of the border. If they let us in.
Ooh, that other guy was getting searched.
Ooh. But we did not. And that would have been okay. It just would have cost us time because we're not doing anything bad or illegal. We're back to Alaska! Woo! Here we are. It's Alaska.
I was going to ask, aren't you going to ask if we have any weed? Aren't you forgetting something?
I know he didn't even ask if we had firearms or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we look that innocent. And maybe we just looked that boring. He knew. He did ask us what was in the trailer, which the other guy didn't coming into Canada, which surprised me. But yeah, he did. This guy didn't seem like he was in a very good mood. And quite honestly, we weren't in a very good mood either, because we just stopped right before the border to top off the tank. We needed about a quarter tank. Oh yeah, let's just top it off. And then after we pumped up, we realized that we paid about $12 a gallon, and for a quarter tank of gas we paid $171. So we're just kind of like in sticker shock. That's how they get you at the border. And we just didn't look and see. I mean, we just haven't really been thinking about gas prices per gas station, because we need to top off and we need to top off. This time we didn't though, and we should have looked. So next time, don't stop at the gas station right before the border. They will suck you dry like a big mosquito. The road conditions up until this point have been pretty darn nice this year, but today everything changed right around, well, a little bit past Destruction Bay, since they did fix that last year. But man, it's just been really bad, especially since we've gotten on the Alaska Highway. And lots of construction, lots of long stretches that are ripped up and loose gravel that are really rough to go over. And the parts that they're not actually working on are just hell. The frost heaves, the potholes, they're just brutal. So I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit so you can ride along and experience it with us. Alrighty, it is May 26th. It's very early in the morning. We woke up at 5:30 Alaska time. So we're gonna head out early. We got one more day of driving, and we'll be in Talkeetna this afternoon, which will feel really good. I gotta admit, I think the last couple days of driving have beat us up a little bit, because the road's been long and bumpy. We put in really long hours, and I think on the way back down we're going to kind of try to restructure those days of driving so that they're more even as far as length goes. Jack is checking the oil, and I've got a big pile of dirty dishes to do something with. That's the biggest pain traveling in the bus, is that we don't really have a way to do dishes. And if we stop at campgrounds that don't have, a washroom with running water, it's just a real pain in the butt to do dishes. So we're going to show up with a pile of dirty dishes to do, and that's fine. But last night we stopped again at Tok River State Campground. That's where we did our first stop on the way back down in the fall. And it's just lovely. The birds are singing, the river is flowing, and it was very quiet here last night, so that felt really good. And we're just on a super early schedule because we're so tired at night when we stop driving that we just fall asleep super early. But all that's going to change because we're back in the land of light all night. Woo! Gross. Last year, one of the worst stretches of highway was right after Tok. So we're hoping that maybe that got fixed, because that was really bad. Like I said yesterday, we had stretches of highway that were so rough. I mean, it was just horrible.
It was traumatic, actually.
So, yeah, we may have a few more miles like that to go before we hit reasonable pavement. But this is the last day, so we can do it. We can make it.
What?
Moose.
Oh, you saw moose?
Yeah. I missed it though, I think. Just got a glimpse of her
On the right or left?
on the left. Nice, at least the weather has lifted. It was rainy and foreboding until a few miles ago, and now it's getting a little sunny, a little warmer. Starting to come out of the high elevation now, which feels good. Yeah, closing in on it. We are coming into Glen Allen right now, and we do have one very high point of elevation still to traverse before we come down for the final time to lower elevations and get into the Matanuska Valley. But so far, all is well. The road isn't quite as bad as we were fearing, or maybe it just doesn't seem that bad because yesterday was so horrible. But anyway, moving right along. Wow. Some of the most amazing sights along this whole trip has been seeing people on bikes. And you know that they're doing these really, really long highway bike trips, and it's awesome. It's awesome that they do that. That's a amazing thing to attempt, and you always wonder, oh, how far are they going? But they always look happy. 3 more hours. And up here at the highest point of the Glen Highway, it's really chilly. That wind is whipping. As you can see, here comes Jack. He's in just a t-shirt. He's freezing. Whoo! Making sure the bus isn't dripping anything. That's a chilly walk. That wind is whipping up here. Oh, wow. On a bicycle built for 2. That's the first time we've seen one of those. Wow, that's adventure. I mean, that makes what we're doing look really mild. Now on the Parks Highway, almost Willow. So we're getting close to Talkeetna, finally at long last. And just give you little shots of the Parks Highway between Willow and Talkeetna, so you can see what it looks like in this section of Alaska. Talkeetna Spur Road, Talkeetna 14.
Okay, we're here. We're not going to be able to film the big hello because that would be too obnoxious, but we're here and we're very happy. We'll check in with you guys later.
Yeah, we're back. We're back in Alaska. What do you think of that?